Hello, I'm Adam Abramson, and I'm here to talk about my experience taking IGME 110, also known as Intro to Interactive Media, this fall. Let me show you everything that I have learned. For my class's online orientation activities, I did things including joining the class's Slack page, Googling myself to see my online presence, and learning how to write a professional-looking email. Afterwards, I got to learn about the themes of the gaming industry, such as the aspects of what made certain video games and toys great, and learn about the controversies involving the gaming industry, such as Gamergate. An important subject that carried me through this class is how to search for reliable sources on the internet. I took those sources and learned to make a bibliography out of them in APA using ZoteroVim. However, you cannot just collect information without finding a proper way to explain it. You need to have others critique your work to improve it. It is also important to learn about defending it against opposing ideas. Despite the internet having endless sources, not all of them are free to use. I learned about the Digital Millennium Copyright Act and how it's important to know the different types of licenses and public domain to prevent a takedown. After learning this new information, it was time for me to write a white paper, pitching an idea to the class's professors. I chose the idea of making a VR game because virtual reality's growth in popularity and its expectation being gaming's future. I wrote the white paper based on the idea that the company SIGM and its game developers can make an incredible VR game without extremely expensive hardware headsets. They could just use a simple headset like Google Cardboard. Once I finished the white paper, I was taught all aspects of digital images, such as the difference between raster and vector images, and how all colors in raster images come from a combination of red, green, and blue hex values. An important program that is used by designers throughout interactive media is Photoshop. This app allows users to edit photographs to make them more visually appealing by changing colors and sizes of objects. Utilizing Photoshop, I made a draft for the interactive prototype I made based on my topic I proposed for the white paper. I designed my prototype to be a website of the company talking about itself and the games it made for VR. Typography is particularly important when it comes to making a great website. Certain fonts may look similar, but they may have different spacing or contain serifs and shorter stems to make them more aesthetically pleasing. In the interactive design module, I wrote down a sitemap for my website to look at each page's components and purpose. I then saw how they can be implemented in interactive ways and how it should be easy to guide through the website. With the sitemap, I wrote down a wireframe that outlines how I want the website to look and learned how to use Figma to add interactivity to the images and text boxes. Using Figma, I just finished my interactive prototype with the design of my wireframe. The prototype's final design features an outer space background and the Orbitron font to give the website a futuristic feel. The background created a wide color palette that includes many cool colors, but mostly black and white. For the final presentation, I used the app Audacity to make voice recordings. I began learning about the app by recording a Nintendo presentation and editing the track for volume to not fluctuate too much, yet audio would not be enough for the presentation. I needed to learn how to edit videos for my final project, so I learned about the app Shotcut, where I learned to layer videos with different audio tracks and create effects for each video added to the app so it could flow smoothly. To improve my presentation skills, I looked at different Ignite talks, where they used PowerPoint to talk about a specific subject with the slide changing every 15 seconds for 20 slides, just like what I'm doing now. Overall, this class had much more than what I initially expected. I learned all about different aspects of design, editing, and the rest of the digital world. Plus, it helped me prepare for the work I'm going to have to do at RIT. I hope that one day I can use this knowledge in order to become an incredible game developer and help create industry-changing games such as Sonic the Hedgehog in order to make gamers around the world happy. Thank you for watching. Hope you enjoy.